Just a second. Okay, we start. Good morning, students. How are you doing? This is Miss Vega talking to you. In today's class, we will talk about occupation. This is English for 7th grade. This is class number 4, and I am Miss Vega. Okay, welcome to English of 7th grade. This is Instituto Laboral Nueva Luz. Okay, let's start. In this picture, we see different occupations. In English, you can use the word job. Can you tell me which jobs can you recognize from this picture? I can see, a secretary. Do you recognize any picture here? Any job? Secretary. What else can you see there? Jonathan, Annabelle, Julio, Alex. What jobs, what occupations do you see here? Do you know any occupation in English? Secretary, chef, doctor, nurse, engineer, plumber, executive. Okay, in today's class, we are going to talk about family members' duties in the society. The objective, the students will be able to identify different occupations. Okay, let's start with the vocabulary. Professions and jobs. We have here a picture of different professions. We have the first one, accountant. Accountant means in Spanish, contador. So an accountant is the person who deals with numbers. We have a second one, architect. Architect means arquitecto. Architect, they build houses. They construct plans. Astronomer, yes, they study the sky, the stars, and everything that is in the space. Astronomer. Accountant, architect, astronomer. Contador, arquitecto, astrónomo. Author. Author is a person who writes books. Author, autor. Baker. Baker. Oh, panadero. Yes, the person who bakes delicious bread and muffins and cake. Butcher. Butcher. That's carnicero. Baker, butcher. Carpenter, carpintero. Dentist, dentista. Doctor, doctor. Farmer, granjero. Firefighter, firefighter. Firefighter. Bombero, judge, 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 judge. Juez, mechanic, mechanic, mecánico. Nurse, 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 enfermera. Pilot, 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 piloto. Plumber, 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 plomero. Police officer, police officer, policía. Psychiatrist, psiquiatra. Surgeon, surgeon. Cirujano, and teacher, me. Teacher, teacher, maestro. Accountant, architect, astronomer, author, baker, butcher, carpenter, dentist, doctor, farmer, firefighter, judge, mechanic, nurse, pilot, plumber, police officer, psychiatrist, surgeon, and teacher. The question in English is, what do you do? What do you do is the question we use in English to ask for your occupation or your job. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? I am an architect. What do you do? I am a butcher. Let's practice. Let's practice. Jonathan, what do you do? Selecciona cualquiera de las que estamos practicando ahorita. What do you do? I am plus the profession or job. What do you do, Jonathan?
Yo am plumber.
I am a plumber. Okay, I am a plumber. Excellent, Jonathan Baules. Okay, the next one, Alex, what do you do? Alex, what do you do?
Um, architect.
I am an architect.
I am an architect.
Excellent, very good. Annabelle, what do you do? Annabelle, what do you do?
Doctor.
I am a doctor. Complete sentence. I am a doctor. Annabelle, what do you do?
I am a doctor.
Perfect. Excellent. Julio, what do you do?
I am an astronomer.
Excellent. Very good. Okay, now let's review the vocabulary that you have in your book, in your English module. Go to page 15. Page 15 in your English module. Page 15. Page 15. Let's read the vocabulary that we have here in your English module. Page 15, 1 and 5. This is the vocabulary that we have here. Lesson 4, occupations, family, members, duties in the society. Vocabulary. Okay. Housewife, ama de casa. Number 1, housewife, ama de casa. Doctor, nurse, technician, engineer, architect, judge, secretary, vet. Vet is veterinarian, okay? Vet. Priest, priest. Lifeguard, lifeguard. Waiter, waitress. Waiter, that's male. Ese es para el masculino. Waiter, mesero. Waiter, masculino. El femenino sería waitress. Waitress. Actor, male. Actress, female. Masculino, femenino. Actor, actress. Actor, actress. Scientist, scientist. Postman, postman. Bus driver, bus driver. Cook, yeah, this is cocinero. Cook, cook. Teacher, me, teacher. Student, you, student, you, student. Janitor, janitor, conserje o aseador. Okay, let's repeat the words once more. Practice at home. Julio, Jonathan, Annabelle, and Alex. Housewife, doctor, nurse, technician, engineer, architect, judge, secretary, vet, priest, lifeguard, waiter or waitress, actor or actress, scientist, postman, bus driver, cook, teacher, student, janitor. Okay, now the question is, how do you say ama de casa in English? Jonathan, how do you say ama de casa in English? Annabelle, how do you say ama de casa in English? Guys, remember, check the vocabulary. This is on page 15, page
Oh,
15.
house wife.
Housewife, excellent, Jonathan. Housewife, housewife, excellent. Annabelle, how do you say salvavidas in English? Salvavidas. How do you say salvavidas in English? Annabelle.
Like jacket.
Lifeguard, lifeguard, lifeguard. Very good. Alex, Alex, how do you say cartero in English? Cartero.
Postman.
Postman, excellent.
Post.
Julio, Julio, how do you say juez in English? How do you say juez? Julio, how do you say juez in English?
Judge.
Judge, excellent, very good. Jonathan, how do you say técnico in English? How do you say técnico in English?
Techniman.
Technician, excellent. Technician, technician, very good. Annabelle, how do you say veterinario in English? How do you say veterinario? Annabelle?
Veterinary.
Veterinary or vet? Vet. Okay. Alex, how do you say científico? How do you say científico in English? Alex, how do you say científico in English? Julio, how do you say científico in English?
Scientist.
Scientist, scientist. Very good. Remember, you find the vocabulary, you can find the vocabulary of this lesson on page 15, okay? You have the word in English and the meaning in Spanish. Let's continue. Let's continue with the presentation. Okay. What does Mike do or what do you do? That was the question that you asked when you want to know the profession or the job of a person. We use the verb be plus the profession. To be plus the profession. Let's practice the question. What do you do? What does he do? What does she do? One example here. What does Mike do? He is a doctor. Wow. So what do you do is the question. The way to answer that question, I am. What do you do? I am plus the profession as we practice right now. I am a doctor, I am a teacher, I am a student. So you want to know another person profession. Then you say, what does he do? Si es masculino. What does she do? Si es femenino. What does he do? Oh, he is a student. What does she do? Oh, she is a photographer. Look at the example. What does she do? She is a photographer. Be plus profession. Look at the chart. Singular versus plural. Singular. To be plus a and plus profession. What do you do? I am a teacher. What do you do? Or what do you do? You are a teacher. What am I do? I am a teacher. What do you do? I am a teacher. What do you do? You are a student. What does he do? He is a pilot. What does she do? She is a nurse. What does John do? John is an actor. What does Susan do? She is an actress. Now let's work with the plural. What do they do? We are teachers. They are pilots. You are students. What does Mike and Mary do? What do Mike and Mary do? What do Mike and Mary do? Mike and Mary are dentists. With the plural, we don't use a or an. We just use a or an, the article, with the singular form. An is used with the vowel sounds. Actor, an actor. Engineer, I am an engineer. A is used with consonant sounds. Dentist, a dentist. I am a dentist. Teacher, I am a teacher. Remember the question. What do you do? I am plus the profession. If you want to know a male profession, then you say, what does he do? Or if this is female, what does she do? Examples. I am a teacher. We are students. We don't use a. He is an engineer. She is a dentist. Okay, let's watch this video to learn more about professions and occupations in English.
You're watching Kiddo's World TV.
Fireman.
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 Doctor.
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 Policeman.
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 Policeman. Remember to repeat at home.
Teacher.
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 Nurse.
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 Astronaut.
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 Engineer.
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 Chef.
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 Soldier.
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 Mechanic.
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 Pilot.
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 Scientist.
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 Director.
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 Programmer.
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 Lawyer.
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 Animator.
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 Hairstylist.
Hair stylist.
Hairstylist.
Hairstylist.
Captain.
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 Hi, kiddos.
Okay. Now, the second question we are going to practice today is, where do you work? Where, ask for a place. Place means lugar. Where do you work? Work is the action. Trabajar. Where do you work? ¿Dónde trabajas? Where do you work? The answer, I work at, I work at, I work at. Where do you work? I work at the fire station. Where do you work? I work at a hospital. Where do you work? I work at the library. Where do you work? I work at the police station. Where do you work? I work at the post office. Where do you work? I work at the school. Okay, now let's practice. I will ask you, where do you work? Then you answer using one of the 6 options, okay? Jonathan, you are first one. Where do you work?
I use the word fire station.
Okay, I work at the fire station. I work at. Very good. Annabelle, where do you work? Annabelle, where do you work? I work. Annabelle, where do you work?
I work the school.
I work in the school. I work in the school. Very good, Annabelle. Excellent. Julio Abdiel, where do you work?
I work in the police station.
Excellent. Alex, where do you work?
The library.
I work at the library. Okay, I
I
work.
work at the library.
Excellent. Very good. Very good. Excellent. Okay, this is the second video I want to share with you about the places where people work.
Where do you work? Where do you work? ¿En dónde trabajas? I'm a doctor. I heal patients for a living. I work in a hospital. I'm an architect. I design buildings for a living. I work in a construction company. I'm a chef. I prepare meals for a living. I work in a restaurant. I'm an engineer. I fix machines for a living. I work in a factory. I'm a business person. I close deals for a living. I work in an office building. Where do you work? Donde tú trabajes, si dominas el inglés, subirás cada vez más alto.
Personalizamos tu manera de aprender.
Okay, excellent. Okay, now we will have a reading practice. This reading is about helpers in the community. Okay, helpers in the community. What are the different activities or the different jobs, occupations, people in the community does or do?
Helpers in My Community by Bobby Calvin. What is a community? A community is a place where many people live and work together. Community helpers are people who make communities cleaner, safer, and better. Who are the helpers in your community? Some community helpers are builders, doctors, teachers, and librarians. All these people help you. Buildings and roads. Communities need buildings where people can live or work. Builders build houses, offices, schools, and stores. They also build roads and bridges. Builders use these machines to do their work. Bulldozer, digger, crane, cement mixer. Electricity and water. People in a community need electricity. Lights, computers, television sets, and many other things cannot work without it. Electricians are people who make sure that communities have the electricity they need. People need clean water in their homes. They drink water and use it to have baths and to wash their clothes. Plumbers are community helpers who put in the pipes that carry the water to our homes. Teachers and librarians. Teachers make learning fun and exciting. They teach us how to read and write. They teach us math, science, and social studies. Librarians help us find the books we need. Some librarians work in schools. Some librarians work in community libraries. Other school helpers. Some children walk to school. Crossing guards make sure the children cross the roads safely. School bus drivers drive some children from home to school. School nurses take care of children who are sick at school. Principals make sure that everyone follows the school rules. Caretakers clean schools and fix things. Who are your school helpers? Medical helpers. Medical helpers are doctors, nurses, and other people who keep us healthy. Some medical helpers work in offices. Others work in hospitals. Dentists are doctors who care for our teeth. They check our teeth and fix them. They teach us how to have healthy mouths. Emergency helpers. Emergencies are dangerous things that happen suddenly. Emergency workers help find people and take them away from danger. Paramedics bring sick or hurt people to hospitals. They take them to hospitals quickly in ambulances. They care for the people until they arrive at a hospital. Firefighters. Firefighters fight fires in buildings. They also fight forest fires. They rescue people and animals. They risk their lives to help others. Firefighters drive big trucks to fires. Police officers. Police officers protect people in their communities. They make sure that people do not break the law. They help people who are in trouble. Police officers talk to children about how to be safe in their communities. Kind helpers. Volunteers are kind people who help other people. They do not get paid for their work, but their jobs are very important. You can be a volunteer too. You can help the earth by planting trees or picking up trash. How else could you help?
Okay, we have a task here. Let's talk about the task. Okay, in your English module, page 16, let's work on page 16. You have a reading. This is your English module, page 16. Page 16, and we have here a reading, okay? Let's do this activity. Classwork. Woo, this is in class. Read and complete the chart. What a busy day. Hello, I am Mark. Remember, this is the reading. Can you see the picture? And this is on page 16. It says, hello, I am Mark. Every day in my house, my family members, my relatives, and I get up very early in the morning because we all have different occupations. My mother works at a hospital. She is a nurse. My father works building houses. He is a builder. Karen, my sister, works at a restaurant. She is a waitress. Samuel, my brother, works at a high school. He is a teacher. Just Jose is my uncle. He works at a hospital too. He is a doctor. His daughter, Marie, works in an office. She is a secretary. I also get up early because I have to go to school. I am a student. Okay, now we have a chart. Can you see the chart? In this side, you have the name of the member of the family. We have Mark's mother, Mark's father, and we have some spaces, blank spaces. We have to complete this with the rest of the members of the family. We have Karen, Mark's uncle, and we have another space. We have occupation in the second column. What is the occupation? We have some guides. Tenemos algunas palabras completas, pero las demás las tenemos que completar. And the rest column is the job place. Where does your mother work or your father work? Okay, let's check. Mark's mother, number one, Mark's mother. Occupation, what is the occupation of Mark's mother? What does Mark's mother do? Jonathan, Anabel, Alex, Julio, what does Mark's mother do? What is the
Building houses.
The mother.
Mother.
The mother.
The mother is
She
at
and
hospital.
She works in a hospital. She is a nurse. So the occupation is nurse. Right here, nurse. You can underline, remember? She is a nurse. You underline in the text, nurse. She is a nurse, and then you complete here, nurse. Okay, job place, you say hospital. Job place, hospital. Aquí escribes hospital. En la segunda, ocupación, nurse. Job place, hospital. Okay, the second question. What does Mark's father do? Mark's father. What does Mark's father do? Occupation.
He is a builder.
He is a builder. Excellent. He is a builder. You find the answer in your text. He is a builder. So occupation, builder. Job place. Where does Mark's father work? Where does Mark's father work?
Building house.
Building houses. Excellent. Building houses. Building houses. You write here in job place, building houses. Houses, or the word houses. Aquí puede poner la palabra houses, en casas. It doesn't work. Okay. Student. Who is the student? Who is the student? Who has as an occupation being a student? ¿Quién es el estudiante? Who is the student? What is the name of the student in the family? Anabel, Alex, Julio, Jonathan. Who is the student in the family?
Mark.
Mark. Okay, so in name, here, in name, you write Mark. Okay, Mark. Mark, occupation, student. Okay, job place. Where is the job place of the student? Where are the students? ¿A dónde van los estudiantes?
School.
School. So job place, school. You write here, job place, school. Mark, student, school. Mark, student, school. Okay, the next one. Who works in an office? We just have a clue. Tenemos una clave que dice el job place, office. Who works in an office? Who works in an office? Annabelle, Alex, Jonathan, Julio. Who works in an office? Tenemos la clave, office.
Mary works in an office.
Mary, ok. Entonces en name, aquí vamos a escribir Mary. Mary. Donde dice name, Mary. Ok, office. Occupation. What is Mary's occupation? What
She
does
is
Mary...
secretary.
Secretary, excellent. Aquí en la segunda columna escribimos secretary. Mary, occupation, ok, secretary. Place, office. Okay, we have a clue here. Tenemos una clave. Karen. Karen, what does Karen do? What does Karen do?
Works a restaurant.
Okay, she works in a restaurant. What is her occupation? A job place sería restaurant. Job place, restaurant.
Waitress.
Oh, she's a waitress. Occupation, waitress. Waitress. Sería Karen, waitress, restaurant. Karen, waitress, restaurant. Okay, the next one. Mark's uncle. What does Mark's uncle do?
Works a hospital.
Okay, he works in a hospital. This is the job place. Job place, hospital. Hospital. Occupation?
Doctor.
Doctor. Excellent. Doctor, doctor. Complete with the Mark's uncle, doctor, hospital. Okay. The occupation is teacher. Who is the teacher? Who is the teacher?
Samuel.
Samuel. Yes. Samuel, that is Mark's brother. Samuel, Mark's brother, is a teacher. Where does a teacher work? What is the job place for a teacher?
High.
High school. Excellent. High school. High school. Samuel, Mark's brother, teacher, high school. So this is the task. We have completed the task. Now you have to take the picture and upload it to the platform. Okay? Ahora hay que tomar la foto cuando terminen y subir a plataforma. ¿De acuerdo? Este es el
The
classwork for today.
father, ¿cuál era? O the option?
Father, occupation.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. The father was a builder. Builder. A builder. And he works in the houses, building houses. Okay? Excellent. So this is the task. We have completed the task on class. So what do you have to do? Okay, let's check the activities on platform. I will share with you. Vamos a ver lo que está plataforma ahorita mismo para que ustedes puedan trabajar. Okay, give me a second. This is what you see as a student. Ok, aquí tenemos varias actividades que ya debían ser entregadas. Esta es la evaluación sumativa para esta semana. Occupations Vocabulary. Tienen que escoger 10 de las palabras del vocabulario que están aquí. La palabra ya está en su español. Ahora lo que tienes que hacer es ilustrar. Ilustrar 10 ocupaciones de la página 15 y es lo que van a subir a la plataforma. Recuerden subirlo donde va la tarea. Evaluación sumativa 4. Occupations Vocabulary. Solamente ilustrar. Si quiere hacer un plus, puede poner una oración o la palabra ahí para representar la imagen. Ok, sumativa 5. Ok, reading, what a busy day. Lo acabamos de hacer. Leer el texto de la página 16 y completar el cuadro con el nombre del familiar, la ocupación y el lugar de trabajo. Lo acabamos de hacer aquí en clase. Solamente le toman la foto, lo insertan en un documento de Word y lo suben aquí en plataforma. Estas son las dos actividades que hay para esta semana que viene.